Can Matt calculate the calories in these culinary creations?
Hello and welcome to Taste Buds. My name is Matt.
And my name's Doug.
And today, we're going to find out how many calories are in Disney foods. Well, I'm going to find out at least. Doug already knows.
Yes, I do.
So, Doug, tell me what you did.
So, the name of this game is I've gone out and found popular Disney foods and maybe not so popular but exciting Disney type foods and calculated their caloric value, either based off of Disney given information or with some of the restaurants it's hard to calculate exactly, so I've done estimating through averages on places like MyFitnessPal or Calorie King, which are all different websites that can give you that data.
Now, I am someone who counts calories religiously. I've been doing it for about 5 years every single day. So I feel like I have a good sense of how many calories are in things. So that's going to be put to the test today. Doug, let's see what you got for me.
So how we're going to do this is I'm going to give a food item to Matt. He is going to get a first guess. I'm not giving any multiple choice, but I will say whether he is too high or too low, and he'll be able to adjust his guess once.
Okay.
After that, I'll give the real answer, and we'll see how close he gets.
Okay, let's do it. Round number 1.
We're going to start off with something that's reminiscent of our episode last week. Matt, do you recall the delicious candy popcorn that we had last week?
Okay, yes.
In one bag of that candy popcorn,
Okay.
how many calories do you think there is?
In a full bag?
So in that bag that we purchased for the purpose of the video, it's the standard size bag that you could get in somewhere like Mouse Gear or the Emporium. How many calories if you were to eat the entire bag of popcorn?
Okay. Can I ask you how many servings? Don't tell. I don't need to know how many servings are in a bag.
There are 9 servings in a bag.
Okay. I got a guess. I'm gonna guess 1,300.
Okay. You are a little too high.
Okay. 1,150.
Dang, I would never be able to guess that close. There were 990 calories within that whole bag. So,
see, I figured that the calories per serving, because popcorn's pretty low calorie depending on how much butter and stuff is it, but it's candy, so there's not going to be a ton of butter on it. But candy itself is pretty consistent. Candy coated things are pretty consistent. There's not a ton of calories in it, but a serving is probably anywhere from 90 to 150 calories. Multiply by 9, something around
110 calories per serving. A serving's 2/3 of a cup, but that's way closer than I would ever guess. When I looked at the bag, I was like, oh no! Like, oh my god, we had a bunch of that.
Moving on to round 2.
All right. So, we are going to keep it relatively simple with a single item.
Okay.
How many calories do you think there are in a Mickey Premium Bar?
280.
It is a little bit more than that.
290.
It is a total of 330 calories. But I you probably just missed. There are 2 ears, not one.
That's what it is.
See, I knew.
You know, the singular Mickey head is exactly what threw me off. It's a popular thing around Walt Disney World. 280 is what I heard it was. I never looked at it, so that was previous knowledge, obviously incorrect knowledge, being put to the test. So, 0 for 2. Next!
Yeah, but you in that one you were within 50 calories? Like, what is 50 calories? Like 3 pieces of popcorn or something like that.
Depends how strict you want to be.
Round number 3. You're doing better than I was when I was guessing prices, so don't feel bad about it. I'd say you're doing Oh, what was I thinking? Round number 3. Now, we all know Casey's Corner and those giant Footlong hot dogs. But have you seen the Footlong Hot Dog with a heaping pile of macaroni and cheese as well as a heaping pile of chili on top of it?
Oh no.
Matt, give me a rough guesstimate of one of those massive hot dogs doused in mac and cheese and chili. And again, these are approximations, not direct from Disney. So I could be a little bit off. I'll give you some leeway there.
I'm gonna go with 16. 1750.
It is less than that, thank goodness.
Okay. 1300.
Now, this was taken through averages of the mac and cheese that could be made. I mean, there's variation in every type of mac and cheese, but it is 1100-ish calories. Now,
Really?
that is the approximation of a large foot-long hot dog with bun.
So how many calories is a large foot-long hot dog without any of the accoutrements on top?
About 500 calories.
See, I would have gone higher than that. That's where my mistake was made.
Okay. And it may be that this hot dog is larger than your average hot dog. I didn't have a foot-long hot dog to weigh to get the ounceage.
The average size hot dog is roughly about 5 inches. And they're about 110 calories, I think, off the top of my head. And one of the hot dog buns, a normal size hot dog bun, is roughly 120 calories.
This may be underestimated. You may have stumped me here.
Well, I'm just trying to put it all together in my head and in a reasonable amount of time come up with an answer that is hopefully correct. So,
you don't get multiple choice like I did. I just panicked and picked A, B, C, or D. So I applaud you for that.
0 for 3. Moving on.
All right, Matt. This one's a favorite of mine. Coming from Kona Cafe at Disney's Polynesian Resort.
Okay.
My favorite breakfast item, Tonga Toast, which is 2 approximately 1-inch thick pieces of bread stuffed with bananas, deep fried, covered in cinnamon sugar. How much approximately do you think that has? How many
With the
calories?
sauce or without the sauce?
We're not going with the strawberry compote this time. This is just the brick that we know as Tonga Toast.
All right. Well, cinnamon and sugar themselves don't have many calories to begin with. Now, what's on the inside again?
There are bananas.
Bananas.
There is, I mean, it's all deep fried, and it's 2 large, thick, at least 1-inch thick pieces of toast.
Now I'm going to take you through my thought process here.
Bring me.
And I do this every time I go out to dinner because you never really know what's in there, so you got to guesstimate a little bit. So you start to get good at it. Deep fried things make it very tricky because you don't know what oil they used. You don't know how much oil they used. You don't know anything. So that and oils like that are very calorically dense. So if it's not very covered in oil, then it could be a difference between 100 calories, which makes a big difference, especially if you're eating only 1,600 calories a day. So, just off the top of my head, with 2 thick slices of French toast, which I'm guessing are about 200 calories each, because a piece of bread is 120 calories each. So let's go 240 each. We'll go 480 for the toast itself, plus the bananas, which let's say there's a banana and a half in there. So a banana is 100 calories, so that's 150. I'm going to go with 870 calories.
It's only slightly less than that. You're very close.
850.
820, I misled you. 820 calories. But that was really good. Like that's the gold star award if I was to give you. The golden yam. Here, this is for you, my microphone.
I feel like I'm close enough to these where if I were to actually go out to dinner and eat these things, I'm not off by enough calories where I can feel guilty about it. So, while I'm missing by a little bit, so I'm feeling okay about this. Moving on.
All right, man.
All right.
We have 2 more solid options. This one is a doozy. The Yachtsman Steakhouse.
I've never been
serves
there.
up. I haven't either, but I want to now. I really want to be there.
Okay.
A 32-ounce porterhouse steak for two for $120. I haven't mentioned prices, but this one I saw and I was like, oh my.
Oh no.
This is also served with approximately 2 to 3 servings of garlic butter sauce on top. A 32-ounce porterhouse with garlic butter sauce. How many calories do you think this could land you at?
Well, it depends. It depends on the leanness of the steak itself.
Assume, so the assumptions are, from what I've seen online and the descriptions that I researched, it would be a lean steak broiled. This is the assumption.
A lean steak usually means somewhere around the... So when they say lean, they usually typically mean anywhere from 30% to 10 to 30% fat. Yeah.
That's what it is, at least for our beef.
No, not 30.
20.
I'm thinking 3%.
I was about to say, we get the 97% lean
Right.
sometimes.
Right,
2%.
exactly. So anywhere from 3 to 7 to 8%, roughly. That's considered lean. The butter sauce also makes it difficult. I'm going to go with 1,100 calories.
You're going to want to increase your caloric estimate by quite a bit.
Really? 32 ounces is it?
32 ounces is a flipping huge steak. When I saw pictures of it online, oh no. Like, I'd need to bring my family to be able to eat something like that.
I can barely eat a normal sized steak. 1,600. I think this is going to be the furthest off.
The steak alone is estimated at 1,754 calories. It's a monster steak. And that is, I checked on 2 different sites, the approximate value of just the steak alone. While the garlic butter sauce would land somewhere around 270, giving us a grand total of 2,025-ish calories. That's a big steak. That's why it's for 2 and like friends. It's pretty incredible. So if you're interested in eating a steak bigger than your life, check out the Yachtsman Steakhouse. Matt, I have saved this final round and this microphone for last because it is the most terrifying estimate I have seen of a food.
Okay.
Beaches and Cream has a specialty item known as
the kitchen sink.
The kitchen sink. Now let me describe for our viewers out there exactly what is in the kitchen sink. I'm going to place my microphone down. There are 2 extra large scoops of vanilla, 2 extra large scoops of chocolate, 2 extra large scoops of strawberry, 1 extra large scoop of mint chocolate chip, 1 extra large scoop of coffee ice cream, an entire can of whipped cream. Not to mention sprinkles, Oreos, multiple servings of chocolate, peanut butter, and caramel sauce, brownies, pound cake, bananas, pineapples, assorted candy bars, and more cherries than you can shake a stick at. Matt, this is a tall order. They would have everything.
Sounds like it's a wide order.
It will be if you eat it by yourself. It is meant for at least 4 people. But even there, I would dare to say you may not want to finish that much ice cream. How many calories would you guess the kitchen sink?
5,200.
A little bit higher. I mean, it could be a lot of it. Just depends on how you're looking at it.
In the context of this level of calories, 6,000.
6,176 was
I was
the
only off by 176.
That is your best proximity percentage-wise.
If I ate an entire kitchen sink and I was off by 176 calories in my Fitness Pal, I wouldn't blink an eye at it. I wouldn't blink an eye at it.
It's because you wouldn't be able to blink your eyes, you'd be comatose, sir. You would not make it out of that.
I would not be sugar crashed, I would be in a sugar coma. They call that a food coma.
Yeah.
Yes. I wouldn't be having a food baby, I would be having a food village. Of full-sized adults.
Matt, I want to thank you for being in the hot seat today. There's a lot of pressure. I can't imagine the heat that you felt. You were sweating. It was something that...
But you know what? I thought this was a great episode to really spice it up because we've been trying a lot of food. So I really think this was a great thing to switch it up.
Yeah. You curried yourself well.
Right, exactly. And this really just changes the temperature of the whole show.
I mean, I peppered you with questions.
Yes.
And I'm impressed with how quick you were to be able to come back with answers that were so close.
We want to thank you all for watching. It's starting to get a little chilly in here, so we gotta run out. If you guys want to hear our top 10 favorite rides at Walt Disney World, you can catch us on After Dark right after this episode on patreon.com/tastebuds. Doug?
Yes.
Thank you for being a wonderful host and educating me on the calories of things in Disney, because there's not a lot of nutritional information out there, which is something Disney really should start thinking about.
Matt, it was my pleasure to bring the heat.
Yes. I want to thank you all for watching. Love, peace, and chicken grease. My name is Matt.
My name's Doug.
And we'll see you on the next episode of Taste Buds.